Hello and welcome to Kenshi, Episode 2. This is Eric from High Ground Gaming, my co-host Mr. Brody. And do another episode. In the first episode we described the game itself. There's different storylines you can play as, and the created a character. So let's see if we can flip around here, get the camera going. So this is a character here. Get around and showing you him. A little lag here. Might have a little lag as we are doing some uploading. So we're in this village here. Our character set up where he called Higher Ground. Let's take a look at him. So we created him as a human Scorchlander. That's why he's darker here. And there's two different types of humans: a Greenlander or a Scorchlander. We're a Scorchlander. So I'll show you a little bit about him. So right now he starts off with very low strength, and it's kind of cool if you highlight over here. It shows you what physical strength does. It determines your ability to use heavy weapons and armor without tiring. So in this game too, you'll get overburdened if you use armor that's too heavy for you. So yeah, or you're carrying too much. So it's a lot of little things you got to look at when you're getting started, especially. Now, the good thing about it is if you're using heavy armor, if you keep wearing it, you'll build up strength, which is kind of cool. Kind of like working out. So we're in this little village here. So your physical strength determines your ability to use heavy weapons and armor without tiring, to carry heavy loads, including your wounded comrades. You can also carry your wounded comrades. Strength affects the blunt damage you do with heavy weapons, hacking type blades, and while unarmed. It is trained faster by using heavier weapons in battle or by traveling around with very heavy inventory or encumbrance. So it does hurt you while you're in battle, but to carry it around outside of battle is a good thing. It builds up. Toughness, both physical and mental. It's how you survive out there in the desert. A lot of desert terrain out here. Physically, it's your ability to take a beating and survive, and we're going to get beat a lot. Believe me, we're going to get beat a lot, and it's going to be a lot of blood. Less likely to stumble when hit by a weaker attack. Mentally, it's an attitude forged from harsh experience. If you pass out from your wounds like a sissy, or do you force yourself to struggle to your feet again? Do you panic and bleed out, or can you stay calm enough to lower your heart rate and let the blood clot? So yeah, bleeding is a very real thing in this. Bonuses if you're fighting while critically wounded, if you have toughness. And once your health drops below the KO point, which we'll get into in a minute, your health becomes critical and you won't be able to get back up again. You'll go into a coma and need healing. Yes, you can go into comas and everything in this. So hopefully we get the mic right there. I apologize if the mic isn't quite right here. Again, I'm using a new computer. We haven't got everything totally hooked up right yet. Dexterity affects the speed and quality of your sword work. Your sword cuts will do more damage, and your attacks and blocks will be faster. It also helps with handling and reloading ranged weapons. And finally, perception. Perception affects your general accuracy with all ranged weapons, including your ability to hit far away while moving targets. That's like using ranged weapons. And as you can see, under each one of them, the strength shows my maximum carry weight, martial arts damage. You can become a martial artsman and not use any weapons if you'd like. Toughness, all the different things it affects there. A lot of stats, a lot of things going on here. Dexterity, what it affects, what it is, and perception. Now here it shows the different types of weapons you have. There's katanas, sabers, hackers, heavy weapons, blunt, and polearms. I mostly use katanas and sabers so far. A little bit of heavy weapons and hackers, but now melee attack and melee defense. You can train your melee attack up by using training dummies and stuff, or by just going to battles. Defense is, again, just going into battles. You can build that up by going into combat. Dodge, same thing. Martial arts. Turrets, I haven't really used many of those. I think the skeleton people use those a lot. Crossbows. You can have like a party of a a squad of crossbow shooters and have melee guys and have the crossbow shooters shoot from range and everything, which is kind of cool. Precision shooting, and then these are your thievery skills, which you build up by doing. Stealth, lockpicking, thievery, assassination. Athletics is just by moving around, running. Swimming by swimming, of course. These are by doing research. Field medic is by performing first aid. Engineer is by doing research and building stuff. Building and repairing structures. Robotics is like a medical skill for anything or anything robotic. So like for the skeleton people use robotics they use a special first aid kit, a robotics first aid kit to heal them. So you have to use, so regular first aid kits won't work on skeleton people. Science, that's the researching one right there actually. Researching new technologies, a lot of that stuff. You get those from different books and everything, or building a certain workbench. And then these right here, I haven't really gone into these a lot, but by crafting weapons and armor, you can build up your skills there. Crossbow smith, building crossbows, making crossbows. Laboring is like by mining. You build that up by mining. I built up quite a bit of that just by mining. Farming, haven't done a lot of that yet. It takes a little while to get into that. And cooking, is anything that you kill, you can get meat off of, and you can cook it. So, all right, so that's kind of like a little basic about your character profile there. Let's go over the UI a little bit. This is my name, of course, nameless. I think that I can have my own squad here. I can change here to something. Like I could call it. Let's just see. Let's just do something to call it something. So it's not that. So squad. Right now it's just me. So instead of nameless, I'm just going to call it HGG right now for High Ground Gaming. HG Gaming. Then you can have multiple squads here, which is nice to have. Which have different benefits. Alright, let's close this up here. Alright, so HG Gaming right there. Let's see, your state. You can be like critical if you're dying, that kind of stuff. Goal is if you have a specific goal, like a job that you're doing. Right now they have nothing. I haven't done anything yet, so I'm aimless. Encumbrance is what you're carrying, and let me show you that. Inventory. So this is your inventory. Right now I have some food and some medical supplies. Again, great descriptions and everything, what they're worth, what their resale values are. I have one secondary weapon, a katana. A shirt, which really doesn't have much on it. It has like different resistances on it. Actually, this isn't too bad compared to some of the equipment I've seen. It has nothing on it. And then my boots. Now you can get a backpack. There's all kinds of different backpacks. There's thieving backpacks. There's small, medium, and large backpacks. There's wooden backpacks, which you can stack stuff in, which are nice. And this right here is for your main weapon. So you can carry a bigger main weapon that you normally can't fit in your backpack. This arranges stuff in your backpack, which is nice. Auto arranges stuff. Total weight. If I'm wearing disguise, sometimes you need to go into certain villages in disguise, so you don't get attacked. And here, this is the coolest part. Well, here is if there's a dust storm, there's certain gear you can wear. There's a lot of dust storms that can protect you from getting injured and stuff during dust storms. This right here is really cool. Is these right here now? I'm all at a maximum percentage here. It says everything is okay now. But if I get attacked, I can it starts to show like red in here. Like if I'm bleeding, it'll start if I say I get cut on my left arm, it'll start to be bleeding. And if I don't get it treated through first aid, I'll bleed out. My blood will go down, and I'll end up dying. So you have to as soon as you're done combat, you have to heal yourself, it's cool. You can see you'll see. Because we'll definitely get injured quite a bit. You'll have injury rates here coming up, and you have to heal it so there's no more blood there now. While the blood's gone, you may be only it's 60 or 70 here, and it heals over time. And if you're resting in a bed or something, it'll heal faster. You can splint injuries, things like that. So Yeah, that's just a little overview of that. This is a hunger. You got to keep an eye on that. You don't want it to go, because if your hunger goes below 200, you'll start to be like malnourished, and you won't be as effective attacking and that kind of stuff. Even thinking, I think. And then if you go below 100, you'll be starving, and if you get 0, I think you die. You'll be starved to death pretty much. It takes a while to get to, but you got to be always wary about that. Again, it's auto-saving again. This right here is if you're on a floor, like in a building. You can go up to the 2nd floor or 3rd floor or whatever by hitting that stuff there. This is my inventory. I can hit it like that too. This is my skills and everything. This is the map. You can do it with this too. Oops. So you can either hit hotkeys or hit these. Tech, that's if you're crafting stuff. These are the different things available. Again, you need craft books in order to do this. But you have all different types of crafting. You have core, crafting, defense, electronics, farming, industry, smithing, training, all kinds of different things in there. So a lot of different crafting in here, which I like. That's under tech. The squad, we already went into that a little bit. It's basically you have your different squads. And good help menu here, what to do in certain things. I've already gone through most of this stuff, so you won't see a lot of this stuff appear. But as tips right here, this one did appear. Actually, they might start appearing now that we have a new character. So, all right. So anyway, let's get a little bit into the game, and it's kind of boring just watching the same scene. But this is the city that we're in right here. I think it's just a little village called. So I can bring it up. What it's called. Oh, it's the hub. Okay, that's actually kind of a big one. I actually started out my other career in the other Let's Play in the hub too. Interesting enough. And this one right here doesn't have much going on it, so we're probably not going to spend a ton of time here. Maybe we'll. These buildings right here are all like wrecked buildings. You can buy them, and you can create. You can put like sleeping bags in them. You can research tables, and you can cook food in them. All kinds of different things in here. But if you buy the buildings, at least to get you started, there's different size buildings which cost different amounts. Here is we'll be living in the bar. These are the only vendors. How to research tech. Yeah, these are all the research and crafting, because we opened up different menus. That's why this came up. Again, we'll do that as we do it. I'll explain it more. But let's go over here to the bar. These bars are open 24/7. And right now, this city, the hub, these are basically the only things that are going on. These are the only vendors in this city right now. It's pretty much abandoned other than that. I think there's look at the other side of the city over here. Let's try to give a little overview, and you can. Again, we're uploading a little bit, so that's probably why it's hesitating now. Give it a second there. Here we go. But this is the city right here, just around the gates. Not a very big city, but. And then over here, I think these are some kind of a guild over here. It wasn't a very positive one, so I didn't really ever join it or anything. But and the cities that we build are going to look a lot like this too, except with buildings that aren't destroyed. These right here, let's see what this is. These are different guards. Dust bandits, okay. So these guys don't seem to attack us. There's a thing called hungry bandits, which we got to be aware of. They're fairly weak, but right now against us, they'd probably still kick our butts, as we're not very strong. So I am familiar with this city, which is a good thing. So again, let's go back to. If you want to click on if you double click on the portrait here, it'll bring you to the character. So there I am in front of. Q and E pretty much rotate and stuff, and then the ASD E, is it? Yeah, ASD. So A. ASDW. WASD, that's right. Should know that. And if you right-click on stuff, that green thing comes down and you'll move to that point. So this is the bar here. It's take a second to load. So again, we'll be spending a lot of time in here, not drinking, but with these vendors in here. I'll show you what these barmen have to trade. So they have all kinds of goods and everything here. They have weapons and stuff. These are building materials, which we'll use when we start building stuff. Generic buildings. Steel bars, you need that for building too. Iron plates for certain structures and benches and things like that. Let me auto-arrange this here. Okay. So let's see. Nice graphics here for these are food cubes. Now each food and everything has a certain amount of nutrition, as you can see there. This has 75 nutrition, so that's fairly high. Again, rice bowls here, that's 75 also. The Gohan, they're like rice bowls, I guess. But as you can see, they're expensive. Right now we don't have any money on us right now. We have zero, so we can't buy anything right now. Luckily, they did start us off with a rice bowl here, this Raku thing, or Gohan stuff. And this white bar underneath is what's left of it. We have a little bit of med supplies. Bread right here, as you can see, is only 30 nutrition. Doesn't cost as much, but it doesn't taste very good either, so it doesn't provide much nutrition. Here's the rice bowl. This is only 25, so it's real low. Fish, it's still pretty low. That fish and there are other things called cooked meat, which are used primarily for to feed your pets and everything, although you can eat it too. Green fruit. This is where you get the green fruit. Green fruit you'll need later on if you want to start like a vegetable farm. You'll need it to start the farm. In fact, in the other game I'd forgotten where to get the green fruit, but now I remembered it's just in the regular bars. You can get it. But you need this to start. These are your research books. You'll be buying a lot of these when you start researching. Each thing you learn requires a certain amount of books. So then you can also research stuff, but you can also use blueprints here. This is a blueprint for Naganatas, whatever those are. Looks like it's a weapon. So it's a certain weapon you research. There's books you can buy, which have tells you about the lore and everything. The different factions, like the Holy Nation and Traders Guild and the slave traders. And that's another thing too. If you get knocked out and you're in the middle of a desert, something like that, and the slave traders come around, you'll basically be thrown into slavery. Your character will. So, so it looks like here. Oh, I see. These are the different traders and where they go. It looks like. Faction pacifiers. So we're in the hub now, and that's where the Hound's pacifier is. So there is an animal trader that'll come here, so we'll probably hire or get an animal once we do that. Probably not right away. It's just that because unless we're out doing a lot of combat and everything, they're really kind of a pain to have an animal with you. But they are cool. They can protect you and everything. But we don't have anything to buy even this, so I don't even know if this costs anything. See if I can buy it. Oh, I can buy it without any money. So that's just an informational thing. I'm just going to keep this on me for information. So if you'd like to read that, you can. Pause it and read it. So there's other items like chainmail sheets. Just different item things. More blueprints. Sabers, more weapon stuff. This right here is a skeleton repair kit. So you can use this on skeleton type characters. If your skeleton gets injured. Oh, this right here is a bounty, which I think I can just take this. Yeah. So I can take these bounty books, and if I find one of these guys and I hover over him and it says bounty, it'll show how much it is, and I can just somehow knock him out or handcuff him somehow, which I probably have to knock him out first, I can take him and turn him into the local police station and get a reward on it. These are electrical components, again, to build electrical stuff, obviously. More types of food. These I can eventually make this stuff too, because food is very expensive. So you're definitely going to want to start a farm to build this stuff, get the stuff you need. Just some cheap crossbows and everything. So alright, so that's kind of like, but these guys will be going to a lot now. In these bars, we'll go talk to this guy. You can hire people. Either buy me a drink or take a hike. Sorry, I don't have enough. Okay, so this guy wants me to have a drink with him. So I can talk to this guy. Come sit and have a drink. Hey, have you ever heard the story of the wailing banshee? No, what's it about? Well, legend has it that it nests deep in the forest. They say that it preys on lost travelers, feeds on their souls, and makes rotting loincloths out of the neck skins. Apparently survivors have told it that it has a pungent potato odor in its eyes that resemble surprised truffles. There was one particularly handsome man warrior that once nearly slayed the beast, but he choked on a boiled potato 2.5 weeks ago. So there is a lot of humor in this too. There's a lot of conversation, which is kind of funny. There's like random conversation with your party members and stuff, which is kind of neat. Seriously, don't waste my time with your gibberish, wacko. That sounds amazing. How do I find it? Sounds interesting. I have to go now. So I'm going to go, sounds interesting. I have to go now. So this guy's obviously some kind of a drunk. I think this guy just talks to you. So it's saving now. Wait till it saves. I think this guy just talks to me, yeah. Ever need to help smoothing things over with the hounds? You know where to find me. Alright, that guy just basically sits there. Now, I think upstairs, and there'll be different people that'll come in these bars too. We'll go upstairs here. Now, upstairs here, there are a bunch of beds, which you can rent for like $100 or whatever the fee is. This guy's a guard here. Right now, there's sometimes people up here that you can hire. Nobody here right now. When the guards aren't here, I can actually do it right now. I can practice my thieving. See, it's red because he can see me. But if I go over here, as I get further away from it, out of eyesight. See, it was blue for a moment. That means he can't really see me. But right now, my sneaking skills aren't that good. But you can just practice it, build it up by doing that. Anything red here, if you try to go steal it, you can get a bounty on your head if the guards catch you. And it takes a while to wear off. The shops you can break into at night. Again, you build your lockpicking skills up and stuff. And let me see here. I just want to see if there's any chests in here. I don't see any. Yeah, these are just stuff with items I could steal. Try to steal. Oh, right here. See right here, it's got a lock on it. You can try to pick it, but I'm not going to do it with the guy in there. But there's lock picking stuff you can do to build up your lock picking skills. Oh yeah, right here is the amount of money you have in the right hand corner. Day 1, still day 1, about to hit day 2. You can change the speed here, which is pause, slow, medium, and then fast. You don't really want to go fast unless you're in a safe area, as you can get attacked really quickly. So I just search about sneaking. If the eyeball is blue, it means you're currently out of anyone's sight range, so you want to keep an eye on that. Nightfall is a prime time for sneaking, of course. You can do a stealth knockout. You can kidnap NPCs. I haven't tried that yet. But anyway, so you can see it's getting dark. It's getting darker here inside. So I have to go with his lights. See, it's a light bulb there. Looks like there's some new people in here. Oh, I think this might be some of the traders coming in. So let's talk to this guy. think this guy might be the trader. Or the animal handler. Nope. Okay, this is somebody we can hire. Hey, are you heading out of town looking to join together? Yeah, want to join me? Yeah, see, a lot of them will ask cats. That's it. So, 3,000 cats before I can leave town. Will you help me? Got any skills? Nah, not really. Get it? I don't have any money anyway to hire them anyway, so. But some of them, you can talk to them for a little bit, and they'll, if you praise them enough on their skills and stuff, they'll offer to join you for free, which I guess, again, is the ideal thing now. So yeah, so nothing really in here right now. We don't really have any money. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, it's just a bar thug. Oh, this is a guy that sells organs. I think. So if you get injured, you can buy different body parts, which is kind of... Or sell them to them. It's kind of creepy, but... Again... Alright, so let's go back outside. So, I'm really not going to probably go out at night. I'm probably just going to work a little bit on my sneaking skills here. It's good to build them up, as you can see. Where's my sneaking here? Stealth right here is 1. So if I do this enough, I'll start to build up my skills here. Now a lot of these abandoned buildings at night, you'll see campfires in them because a lot of just homeless people and wanderers and other people like me will this around. Here, yeah, but you'll start to see other. So the shops all close. There's no shops in this town from midnight. I think it's till 7. Those are the times you can go in and break in while they're sleeping and try to steal stuff. Yeah, like right over here if you look at it, and right here. I could fight that guy. I don't want to, but he's got a campfire going in here, and I can use this campfire to cook in. Usually don't mind. There's other, sleeping bags. Those are the ones you sleep on there. So I'll definitely want to get a sleeping bag as soon as I can. And if you click on the buildings here, buildings for sale. I'll show you how much they are if you click on the. Let's go to right to the left of the doorway here. So this one says it's 7,200. They all vary in prices, but you can as soon as you buy one of these, you'll kick out the people inside, and then you can use building materials to rebuild them if you like. So right now, what I need to do is I need to go outside very carefully because I'm going to run out of food fairly quickly. But I think before that, we're probably going to end this episode. So this kind of gives you a little bit what a town looks like in the beginning. Next episode, these are windmills right here. You'll need these in your towns to... oops. Hey, there's Al Red Sox fan. He's live. Let's shut off my notifications here. As you can see, there's a windmill right here that's being turned. These big windmills, which will turn only when there's a lot of wind, but these generate the power and stuff in the cities. The smaller ones you can get, which are more effective, with not a lot of wind. And I'm just going to go over here quickly just to forget what these guys are, just to show you quickly. Getting a little bit of lag here. So we'll just go here. I know it's some kind of a guild. I just can't remember which one. Nope. I think I can go in it though, and hopefully they won't attack me. So let's see where I am right now. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit just to show you. It'll show me in a second running towards the building. I'm really slow right now. I'm not really... Where am I? Oh, there I am. So I'm still... Oh, I'm sneaking, that's why. So, shoot. He'll start to move faster now. That's why I was stuck in sneaking mode. So see, I'm slowing down now. So you can speed up, slow down. So I can talk to a guy in here. Let's see here. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, Plastic Surgeon. That's the guy you want to go to if you want to change the name. That's for, but you have to. I think you have to be a member of the guild. I think this may be the Thieves Guild. Yeah, I think it is. I don't see it. Yeah, I think this is the Thieves Guild, so I'm not going to join it right now. But well, I'm probably not going to join it ever. But unless. So anyway, yeah. In order to change your name, you got to go to one of those guys. But, alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring myself over here to the gate. This town happens to have 2 gates. I think this is this is the side we want because there's some mining over here close by if it's the same layout, which it should be. And there is another bar outside the city here, which we can get supplies at too. But anyway, I'm going to end it right here. This is Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. And this is Kenshi Episode 2 at the hub. So we will, in the next episode, we'll probably show you how to do a little bit of mining and get some cash so we can buy some more food and maybe hire that recruit we saw there. Definitely don't want to travel too far away from the city. Right now, if we stay close to the city, the guards will protect us. So take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye now.